I felt more like I was in an 80s John Hughes movie and he was just like standing outside of my window with a boombox just being like, I want to date you. Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
Just come outside and meet me.
This is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was
I mean, those are special. That's a special group of guys right there. The more you hang around them, you'll see that.
Okay, let's talk about your special Summer of Kelce, post-Super Bowl, everything that you've done. I mean, we could sit here and rattle it off. I mean, SNL sticks out to me, throwing out first pitches. I mean, everything that you've done, what is the one thing that you point to and you're like, that was the best part of the offseason for me?
I mean, it would have to be Saturday Night Live. SNL it's such an unbelievable experience. I'd tell everybody and their mama to do that thing or be a part of it or go watch a show if you get an opportunity. That's why, just go and watch a show. You'll still feel the energy and the excitement and electricity in the building. It's a machine over there. Lorne Michaels and everybody involved, the writers, the cast, everybody has that thing so well thought out, and it's just it's so much fun to be a part of. It's a roller coaster of a week.
More nervous for Saturday Night Live or a Super Bowl game?
Well, Super Bowl, I'm more in my element, so I'd probably say I was a little more nervous for SNL, but by the time the live show came around, I was pretty comfortable.
Okay, another thing that happened, you were at the White House and you were stepping towards the mic, but you didn't get to say whatever you wanted to say. We wanted you to just go ahead, tell the camera. What was the message going to be?
If I ever get the opportunity again, you might hear me, but I'll keep that one to myself.
What would you say if you had to describe your style? It is what?
I would say it's just fun. I feel like I have a good time, throwing fits together, just being me and letting my outfit kind of, be an extension of me, I guess. I don't know. It's a fun, cool enough for you or not?
Fun? No, it's actually not.
That's not fun? Look at that.
This is the definition of fun.
That's a fun outfit right there.
This was giving Blues Clues. Like
Blues
Steve,
Clues, nice.
I actually kind of like it though.
Nice.
It's kind of,
I'm with the Blues Clues.
I like this one too. We have the
I
piano
grew up
leg.
on Blues Clues. I look jazzy right there.
If you had to pick a favorite?
A favorite?
This one's my favorite.
Ooh, Dior with the Dior kicks. I'm a big sneaker fiend, so you already know the Dior kicks when they came out were fuego.
It was the hair for me.
Now he's got the suave going.
How much time do we spend putting together our looks?
About 30 minutes. I like the creative rush of kind of just being last minute. So I'd never really plan out my outfit.
Okay, let's talk about what fun means to you, how it plays a role in your everyday life and the person that we see out on the field.
Favorite coach is Butch Jones. What's up, Coach? He's one of my favorite guys ever. He had a quote, if you're not fueling me, you're draining me. And what he means is if you walk into the room, how is your demeanor? How are you representing or how are you presenting yourself? And I've always wanted to fuel people. I don't know what it is. I've always wanted to come in with excitement, have a good time, uplift everybody. And that's the fun in life for me. Try and do it in every single building that I go into, and sure enough, every day. That's one of the things that Coach Reed asks everybody to do is just to bring that good energy and just attack everything. And I'm just a product of that, I guess.
And would you say that comes from upbringing?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, my mother and my father gave me the most beautiful upbringing in the world, and I've been very fortunate that I've been able to live this crazy life with a whole bunch of laughter and a whole bunch of love, and I just try, feel that in everybody else.
Okay, there's something very unique about you where we're trying to get to the bottom of what makes you tick. What is the motivator for Travis Kelce? Because we see the fun, stylish one.
I would say the motivation is just to enjoy life, try and put smiles on the faces around me. It's kind of the lust for life I've always had as a kid, is that, I know I'm supposed to be doing this important stuff, but let's not forget we only get one chance to live this life, so let's enjoy it.
How does that mirror into the Kansas City Chiefs locker room? What does that look like? And how do you guys manage to take the fun, the joy that you're talking about, but make it work systematically on the field? Like
I kind of alluded to it earlier, but the leadership in the building is, when we're working, we're going to work now. We're not toying around. We're not goofing around or anything like that. We can have fun within it all, but when we're out there on that field or we're in these meeting rooms, we're locked in and we're getting better. And that starts with Coach Reed, and he always reminds everybody, show your personality. Don't get caught up in, making this thing everything you want it to and getting too tense and not being yourself. You just got to cut it loose.
Does fear ever play a role in what motivates you to perform?
It has before, definitely. I would definitely say that. Before I got a Super Bowl, it was very much in the back of my mind that, man, I might be one of those guys who just never get an opportunity. But when I won one and I realized what's possible and, the pieces that we have here, not a lot of fear or a lot of doubt has crept into my mind. It's just, you know, the will and the want to keep getting better so you don't get complacent with it.
How would you describe the legacy that you're trying to leave, that you are currently leaving each and every time you step out on the field?
My legacy has almost changed a lot since I was a kid or since I've been in the league. I used to tell everybody I want to be the best that's ever played this game. My legacy more so now is I just want to be the best teammate I possibly can, the best player in the community that I can, to infect the lives that I can while I'm still playing. And I have a fun time living life through that, more so than making everything about football all the time. And you know, it's been a lot of fun these past couple of years winning, but it's been even more fun getting in this community and seeing how much excitement it brings.
What would you tell that kid that was growing up in Ohio, like, hey, guess what? One day you're going to be on SNL. One day you're going to have a couple of Super Bowl rings, you know?
That's a good question. I don't know. Buckle up, man. It's a fun ride. Yeah.
Would he believe you?
He probably wouldn't believe me. He probably would just kind of brush it off and just keep enjoying life. But that's just who I am, I guess.
Okay, straight to it. Expectations for this season, this year, when we kick off with you guys on Thursday.
I mean, expectations are to win every single ball game that we play. I mean, if that's not your goal going into the season, then I don't know what you're playing for. So winning a Super Bowl, obviously, being able to defend the championship that we won last year and giving this Chiefs kingdom something to cheer about. That's my expectation. You just got to take it one game at a time and keep building. It's a completely different team, just the makeup of it going into this season.
Describe it. Describe the differences too.
The differences, I mean, you just got new faces, and every single year you got to change the game plans, offense, defense, and you just have to keep evolving. So it's going to take some growing pains like we've seen here through camp and through preseason, and you know the object or the objective is to make sure that you keep winning football games through those growing pains, and by the end of the year, you're a better team than what you started.
One thing we've seen from you guys is you're okay with being the heart attack kids. Like, you can come from behind, there can be mistakes early, they can be made up for. How does that grow in a team? I mean, how do you develop the ability to see past some of those challenges that you run into in game and still come out on the winning end?
Well, I think it's a lot of preparation, a lot of understanding of, you know, what's possible out on the football field, and then having a guy back there with the ball in his hands that can make anything happen. It's no lie, yeah, Magic Mahomes. He brings a different mentality, and you know what? He really brings that belief out of you that anything is possible. So you don't really catch yourself looking at the score or how much time is left. You just keep playing.
Mm-hmm. And what would be next for you? Like, we were talking about the podcast. We were like, okay, so he doesn't he could act. Like, if we weren't doing this, if we weren't doing football, what would Travis Kelce be doing?
Who knows what I would be doing? I don't even know if I want to know what I'd be getting myself into. I've been very fortunate to be able to play this game, and hopefully it shoots me into another career that I can have a lot of fun in, like I've been enjoying the NFL. But yeah, I think staying around the game, doing something in the media world.
Come on. We'll sign you now.
With the NFL or with sports in general, and even then, yeah, I'll have some fun trying to get into the.
He's held Lombardi trophies without blinking. He's danced on stage in front of 80,000 screaming fans without a hint of nerves. But there's one subject that still seems to catch Travis Kelce off guard. And fans think they finally know why. It all traces back to a story he's told before, quietly, almost reluctantly, about the day he realized his parents' marriage was over. Travis has openly shared that Ed and Donna Kelce stayed together for nearly 3 decades before calling it quits, waiting until he and older brother Jason were out of the house before finally going their separate ways. He's described the unraveling not as some explosive fight, but as something that just kind of faded. A slow fade he didn't fully understand until he was in his 20s. He even remembers spotting a note on the fridge about their anniversary and realizing, with a gut punch clarity, that something in the house had quietly shifted. Now that Travis is a married man himself, having said "I do" to Taylor Swift in one of the most talked about weddings of the decade, fans can't stop wondering whether that childhood memory still lingers somewhere in the back of his mind. Because here's the thing about growing up watching your parents drift apart. It doesn't just disappear. It becomes a quiet voice, one that whispers questions most newlyweds never have to answer. Will the romance fade the way his parents did? Will the demands of fame, football, and a relentless spotlight slowly wear down what he and Taylor have built? Or will he break the cycle his own family lived through? Insiders close to the situation say Travis has actually spoken with real vulnerability about wanting something different for himself, admitting he has empathy for how hard it must have been for his parents to hold on to romance while raising 2 athletic, chaotic, larger-than-life sons. That kind of self-awareness doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from someone who has clearly thought hard about what he does not want to repeat. And now, with an entire fanbase watching his every move as a husband, the pressure to prove that history won't repeat itself has never been higher. Every red carpet appearance, every handhold, every soft glance at Taylor is being dissected by fans searching for reassurance that this marriage is built to last. It's an enormous, almost unfair weight to carry, especially for someone who watched firsthand how even a loving, functional family can still come apart at the seams. So is Travis Kelce destined to relive his parents' story? Or is he determined to write a completely different ending? One thing is certain. The world is watching closely, and every headline about the Kelce marriage from here on out is going to be read through the lens of one deeply personal question he may never fully escape.